Hello guys, welcome back to Checklist 247. We will continue the full stack development course with the part 2. That is, we have discussed about the introducing the Node.js. Now we'll go with get starting with the Node.js. Hope I find you understand these topics very well. If you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. So without any delay, we'll start this section. Getting started with Node.js. So this will cover understanding Node.js, installing Node.js, working with Node packages, creating a Node.js application. With coding, we will see in this part 2 session. So, first, Node.js and NPM. These are the two new, this is the new term I did not explain you. This is the Node.js, we have already familiar with the first part. So, if anyone don't know what is it starting, go with the part 1 and then come to part 2. So, first, JavaScript, you all know, is a scripting language, and the Node.js and the NPM is Node Package Manager. And we have some packages like in Java and Python we have. In Node.js also we will have some packages. And registry means I will tell what it is. And next we will go. Now, what is Node.js? Node.js is an open source cross-platform JavaScript runtime environment. So open source means which is available free in cost in the online. So if we go to the Google Chrome and search for Node.js, I will give the link in the description how to install from it. And you click on the link and follow my steps. And cross-platform JavaScript runtime environment is it is based on the JavaScript Think language. And it is written code in the JavaScript. So it allows JavaScript to run outside the browser. So outside the browser means we have told that frontend plus backend plus database here, right? So frontend means out inside the browser. So within the browser, we will see what is what it. The user interface or the UI will be seen inside the browser. So outside the browser means backend, right? Other than the browser. So other than the browser, in the backend, the business logics are performed, right? So the business logics are written in the language called JavaScript. So that scripting language should have one platform or one runtime environment to run the code and write the code. That is called Node.js. Okay. For example, for writing Python and Java, we have compilers. So in the same way, to write the JavaScript code, you should have the Node.js runtime environment to compile or to run the code or to see the output. This Node.js is very important. Okay. In Java, how JDK will be there in JavaScript for backend services, the Node.js will be acting like that. And the backend I told we will see on the web server, that is servers. So the running of the servers is done by this Node.js platform. So if Node.js uses the creates JavaScript engine. See, first JavaScript code will be there here. By with the help of Node.js, output will be coming. So this is our source code, which the developer will know how to write it. For machine, it can't be understood. So machine should be converted into 0 and 1. So it is binary language. Machine can understand binary language. So that binary language is connected by this V8 engine. Actually, it was developed by Google. Google V8 JavaScript engine. Okay. So this is the mechanism. Our developers will write source code in JavaScript .js files and then get the runtime environment Node.js. The V8 engine, V8 Google V8 engine will convert this source code to machine language, machine understandable language, and we will get output after running by the machine language. So this is it, and it provides APIs for HTTP files, networking, events, streams, and more. This all will be applications of Node.js we will see in further. And it is a very important point is it is not a programming language. It is a scripting language. So it is a scripting language. So let us move next. And why is Node.js event-driven and scalable? Event-driven, I told in the part one. So again, I will tell. Event-driven means here the user will send the request, and I told for the web server, multiple requests if it come. Like example, Amazon. If Amazon will come, multiple requests from the users to give the products, the results of those products, then multiple requests will come. To handle it multiple requests, it follows a event loop, event loop or event queue model. That is queue, one by one. First in, first out. Which will come first, that will only first executed. That is, it will follow. Then non-blocking IO means if for suppose if any for suppose it is the first one, it is the second one, and it is the third one. If for suppose for any cause, if first one stops executing in middle, then automatically second will be continuing. It won't wait for until the first one executes. If it first one it stops in between and it will leave that first one and goes to second one. This is the main important. That is called non-blocking IO. It is also called as asynchronous. Asynchronous means it won't block. Blocking won't happen. Next, non-blocking anyway. See, other work while waiting was slow IO. Continues to the other work. And it is used for this effective for IO input output devices, heavy applications with many concurrent connections. See, for suppose if we can connect to any many servers, like for Amazon, there is a single server in the domain. So multiple requests should be coming, and at a time it will give the results to all the clients or all the users or customers. So this is the best example. Next, main importance of Node.js. The importance of Node.js is use JavaScript across frontend and backend. See, for developing frontend and for developing backend, JavaScript is familiar, and JavaScript can be used. So it is more useful and efficient of APIs, real-time applications, streaming, and network services. See, no network lagging first thing. That means there is no waiting times. As I told, non-blocking IO, whatever the instruction will come, that will execute. If it stops due to any issues, the next coming will be executed. So in this way, the customers can be in the Amazon website. If for suppose I am checking one product, and second one is also checking some other product. For after completing my checking only, the second one will won't start. At a time, both can be seen. So that is real-time applications can be developed. Large ecosystem of reusable packages. For suppose and I will tell about NPM in later. I told right packages will be there. So for the packages, n number of packages will be there. Okay, packages means predefined functionalities. For suppose in Java, sorry, in Python, if we want to find the factorial of a number. So we can write variable dot factorial of that number. So in this way, in Node.js also by using NPM, Node Package Manager, we have some packages, predefined packages that can be reusable. And fast development with lightweight runtime and modern tooling. Modern tooling means it supports ES6 modules. ES6 modules means in olden days or in previous coding languages, we write functions as function, function name, parameters, and cloud braces. So by using this is the old version. By using ES6, we can direct without function name directly assign it to the variable. Const in JavaScript we are writing const a is equal to there is no function name, just brackets and arrow and brackets. In say we can write the logic. So here we can pass the parameters. So this is the model tooling and see how much weight this was function name and parameter. This is just variable and brackets and parameters. This popular such stacks such as React Node.js C. React Node.js Express MongoDB. By seeing this, we can get that we have learned about the Mon stack in the previous section. So M means MongoDB, E means Express, R means React, N means Node.js. So this Node.js is fit for this development. This comes under full stack. FDS. So that's why I chosen this Node.js is a very important and familiar runtime environment. See one thing, it is not a programming language. It is a JavaScripting language. Programming and scripting language has much difference. Because scripting language means it is enclosed with tags. But normal programming means it enclosed with braces. That is the most important. Then we'll move to the next slide. So from this slide, I can say that we can get 2 marks in semester exams, definitely. Why? Because installation and verification of Node is very important and first primary thing to start any project. Like if I say that Amazon development developers also will check this, definitely. So that much important, we will see how, what it is. Install Node.js from the official Node.js website. Choose the latest release for the most learners. So the website is nodejs.org. This website I will keep in the description. You can go and install from that. Open command prompt CMD and or anyone and verify. To verify this installed or not, node minus v or this can be already written as also written as node minus minus version to know the node version. Output will be v some 24.0 to 0.11 like that it will be there. It is a version and npm means node package manager also have some versions. It is from starting with v or anything. We will see in the is the installation of Node.js. Then now what is npm? As I told, I will explain in the later slides. npm means Node Package Manager. So the developer who is developing the code will write the code in the JavaScript in the Node.js runtime environment. So npm CLM is command line interface. The terminal will be opened in the any VS Code or what I will show you. And npm registry means all the packages in the Node.js will be kept here. If already predefined packages also kept in this, and if we want to create any packages by our own also, we can publish into the npm registry. It is open source, and the packages will be coming from here. So it's the flow of npm, and npm is standard package manager or node package manager, commonly used with Node.js. It installs, updates, and removes packages and can run project scripts. See, you can install or update the current package and remove the package also to build the and to run the projects. It provides access to the public NPM registry and support private registry. Private registries means if anyone wants to create by their own packages, so they can also create and publish into the registry. And public NPM is already defaultly present packages. For example, Chalk. Chalk is a package which gives colors, colors to the text. So this is the mkdir means to create a folder, make directory. Directory means nothing but folder. To create the folder, we will use mkdir command in the C. This all should be written in the CMD or terminal or PowerShell. Okay. Next, this is the folder name. You can keep anything. And CD means currently if we are in desktop, if we use CD, then we will convert into the folder. We will move into the folder. That is the use of change directory. npm init minus -f. These all will new terms will come. I will tell. See, as I told, ES6 means ECMAScript 6. So this is the modern style of importing the packages. As I told, package is the collection of classes, modules, and functions, predefined functions to simplicity the code. So these are the predefined import chop from properties. Chop is giving colors to the text in the JavaScript. An old version of importing packages is const char is equal to require char. This is the old fashion and this is the modern fashion of importing the packages. And now, in this first we'll see that a two files called package.json, package.log.json. What is the difference? You will see. And this is the folder. Within that folder, in the terminal, we will write npm init minus 1. This is used for initialization of the package. So for package initialization, we will use this. Then it creates the two files called package.json and package.log.json. So this package.json will consist of the installed packages. Whatever the packages are installed, it will contain. Okay. Now, and we have npm init minus 5 to initialize the package. So, if the installed pack, what are the installed packages in our current project? If we want to see this package.json will show all the details. Okay, or we can also call it as dependencies also present in it. What are the package versions, package name, and all details we will present. You will see in the further. Is Node.js a server or does it act as a server? Is a five-star question, 5 marks in exam semester this will be coming. So Node.js itself acts as a runtime environment, as I told before, to write the JavaScript code, not simply a dedicated web service for it. It is not a server. It acts as a server. Not this point. It is not a server by default. We the developers make it as a server by local host like that and port number where this address will be stored. You will see. And HTTP module. HTTP means Hypertext Transfer Protocol. It is a module for creating the servers by using Node.js. So within the Node.js, we have for now that many packages will be there. So this HTTP package also predefinedly installed. Frameworks in express simply by building HTTP servers and APIs. Okay, next we will see how to create a server. Now, then JavaScript will use constant keyword return variable as HTTP variable and require HTTP. This is the old version of importing. The new version is import HTTP from HTTP. Semicolon. On server. For the server, we are creating a variable. So first we install the HTTP package or module and then server HTTP. Within the HTTP package, we have a functionality called create server. So if we want, for example, in the A, if we have any B chocolate, in the A chocolate, we have B chocolate. Then you will take the B chocolate by using A dot B. This is the calling method. So here also we call like it HTTP package. Inside we have create server and server means it first requests to the client and then responds to the client. So both it will do request and response. So we have two parameters, request and response. And we can clearly see that it is also arrow function, latest version in modern tooling. So arrow function and within that it means already request came to the server. Now server is responding. So RES response dot write. Write means it will write in the backend service, write hello from Node.js. Yes.n means after completion of this server loading, you should exit the server. So that is rest.n. So for this server, I told you should run in a from some port. So for using it, many people will use the servers at the same time. So all will not get same server address. So something may be unique. That unique server address is 3000 or 5000 or 8000. So like this, different servers will be there. So here server.listen means server will listen to the request on the port number 3000 and it will print like this server running on the port 3000. This can be seen in the terminal and in the browser we should open like local host colon port number. If you open like this, then it will automatically we can see the output. That is hello from Node.js. This is the way of creating the server. I will see with coding. Why is Node.js called a server-side runtime? So Node.js will support backend services to run the business logics. So it executes JavaScript on the server or machine rather than only inside a browser, can request execute business logics, access database files, and return responses. These all are done by the web server. After the web server, backend will take care, accessing the database and all. So the Node.js will work for server side runtime. Okay. So the flow will be browser will make a HTTP request to the Node.js. This is the backend. So this backend will go to the database, collect the data, and bring it via Node.js backend service. And with the HTTP request for API, again, it will send to the browser. The browser will show the interface to the user. This is the flow. It will definitely 5 mark or 2 mark question because difference between npm init and npm init minus 2. So what is simple this is both are initialized in the terminal. Okay, to install that or to initialize the packages. So npm init means it will both will create package.json files in which it will have the details about the packages and their versions and names and dependencies. So npm init means at the time of installation, it will ask for us to enter the details. Okay. But npm minus y means it defaultly assigns the values like version, name, and etc. It will by default it will assign the values for the npm init minus y. But whereas in the npm init, we should manually view the details. What is the version? What is the package name? And all other details regarding to the packages. This is the main difference. So the initialization part is npm init and npm init management. The default answer will become and it's interactive. We can all give like our own versions. Next, what is package.json? From early onwards, we are learning that. No, now we will see what it is actually. This may also come from 1 mark. And this syntax is most important. Package.json is the main metadata of the data of other packages. Metadata means configuration file of a Node.js project or a package. It can contain name, version, scripts, dependencies, dev dependencies, entry points, and other metadata, other package information. Okay. So it can consist name, version of the package, scripting language is using, common JS or ES. Common JS means old JS. ES6 means new JS. That is the main difference. Dependencies means the package qualities and versions. And you will see the basic syntax of the package.json. It is assigned in the key value page. This is the key and this is the value. Again, this is the value. Now, name is my app for the package name is my app and version is 1.0.0 scripts start node index.js. From this file, the scripting language should be applied. Or here we can write it as ES6. ES6 means new version. And Express dependencies means it is using Express with the version this one. It will automatically come when we will see development project. We can understand that all fields. What is NPM registry? NPM registry means like in bank we have different types of currencies like 10 rupees, 100 rupees, and etc. In same way, in the NPM registry, we have all the types of packages in it. All kinds of packages we have like chalk and etc. Packages will be there like Express and like Expo. These all packages and etc. packages will be there. So this is called as NPM registry. This is the main hub. From this NPM registry, we call our required packages to install. So that is like for the installing of packages, the required syntax is npm install package name. This is the main setup. npm install package name. And now we can see that the public npm registry is an online repository service for JavaScript packages. It is basically the JavaScript packages. And by using Node Package Manager, we can publish the registries and install the packages. This is for our own package creation. If we want to create any package by our own, we will use this step. By creating, we will see the how to install the steps also in detail. Like if first we should npm login. Login with our own credentials for the npm. It will be provided when we click on npm login. After creating, should npm publish. The entire code will be written in the .js file. In the upper side and npm publish, you will, in the terminal, in that file you will click next, it will be automatically stored into the npm register. And next time if you want to use it, npm install the package name. Then it will be installed. Its private registers can also be used by organizations. Like if any outside organization other than Node.js community, if anyone creates, that also can be used by the npm of the Node.js community persons. These are all of the benefits we can say. And at the project development part is the most important one. Why? Which comes first? NPM init or NPM install. So the flow will be like for the if we take first A is our parent and B is our V of A's childs. So first who will born? Who will born first? The parent will be born. And then from the parent the child will be coming. So in the same way, NPM init is the parent of all packages. Like because it will initialize the package to to live in any place, we should have one shelter. So the shelter for the packages is npm init. To initialize that shelter, we will use it npm init. Okay. And after initializing the npm init, the package.json file will be created. And for storing or after installing these packages, to store those values or those details of the packages, we will have the package.json. So the package.json is the home for these packages. So the package.json is created by this npm. So with this flowchart, you can clearly understand what is the purpose of npm init and what is the purpose of npm install. Clearly, npm init initialize the package.json file. This package.json is used because for with using npm install, we can install the packages and the installed packages will be stored in the package.json like dependencies with their name, version, and all. See here we can see for a new project, the clearest learning workflow is initialize first. Everyone will say that initialize first. Then install dependencies. Initialize first, then npm install. npm init package.json as I told. npm install adds the dependencies and updates the project metadata. Other project data also will update. npm install can also run in existing project without manually running npm init first. See, this is also another important point. If we not install the npm init first also, npm init also, if not install npm init also, you can install the package and you can run. Okay, this is the main reason. If we initialize it, it is better to know the information. If we give the code repositories to the any other person or any other developer, then it will be so easy. Another important line is very important. That is types of importing packages. Types of importing packages. These are two types we have. That is common JS and ES6 modules or dynamic import. Both are same. So these we have. So coming to this, the common JS in use const express. This const express is required. So this is the variable length and this is the package name. By using this required, we will install the package and then is the common JS. We will use the old tradition. If any system is not compatible with the new versions, that is ES modules, then we will use this old version. If you try to use this new version in this old version also, it will get error. You can clearly see that. And coming to the second one, ES modules. ES means ECMA script, ECCMA. ECCMA, ECMA script. So this ECMA script will used for new modules or the new versions, that is ES6 we will call it as. In this ES6 we can also derive the arrow function also created and new packages also created, new modules also created. Like this import statement for importing the packages also created. By using this, we can import private registry packages. Like if anyone creates outside the Node.js authorities also, community also, we can import using this. So this is the way. And this is not that much required, dynamic import. This ES6 only, many of them will use developers. So this is important. Import, here we can use any name, any variable we can use. But here, here means same variable should be used because this is not a variable, this is a predefined keyword, predefined package. So these are the types of importing packages. You can definitely get the 2 marks in semester exam. So what is the difference? As I told before, CommonJS is common in old Node.js code bases. Old Node.js will use CommonJS on the standard JavaScript module syntax widely used in modern projects like in Amazon, Flipkart. These all will use this ECMAScript module, ESM. Next. So finally, we see the complete Node.js plus NPM flow. Both should be there. You may understand with the previous classes, previous slides. So first the developer will write the code in JavaScript. Then it will go to the request will be going to the Node.js. After the npm will initialize the package.json, that is to store the package details. Then from the registry, we will use the command npm install for installing the required packages. Then the app will then this request will again send to the JavaScript or its request again will send the Node.js, and from the Node.js it will send to JavaScript, and then JavaScript will show that preview in the app or the website which the user is using. So this is the entire flow of Node.js and npm. So Node.js executes JavaScript, npm manage the packages, package.json describes the project, the registry distribute the packages, the application combines these pieces to provide functionality. Yes, this is the flow. So coming to one mini experiment, upon completing the part two, we should be able to do one mini experiment, that is build a Node.js HTTP server. What is the HTTP full form? You comment in the comment box. I will see whether you are listening to the class or not. So next, the creating of a server means in this form, as I told before, you can see this. This is the old way of importing the HTTP module, which is predefined, and we will write like this. So don't listen. This is the link format. We should type in the browser and we will see. Next. So finally, what we have learned is Node.js JavaScript runs outside the browser. Why outside the browser? I told because it runs on server. The data will be the request and response will be going to the server. Server is the outside with the outside of the browser. Within the browser, the UI will be present. Outside the browser, the server will be present. So the node backend will be running on the server. So the Node.js is a runtime environment which helps to backend to take the request from the user client and responds to them. Event-driven plus non-bug is simple. When heavy workload means multiple requests will come, it will follow a event queue and then it executes first in first out. If for suppose first one is quitted or resumed due to something, so the next coming request should be executed. The NPM manages packages or scripts. The NPM distribute package. See, the NPM manages it be collected or they manage the all the packages, and the registry will store the packages by Node.js community packages or uh, developers created their own packages. Package.json defines project package metadata dependencies. These all name, version, and all dependencies, dev dependencies, and all it will be storing. And npm initializes. npm initializes the package to store the package, that is package.json, and then npm install those dependencies and keep in the package.json. To if for why should we require this means to storing means if we not initialize also we can install the dependencies. But why it is important means if we want to right if we want to if we give the project to any other developers, they may don't know what we have done. To understand clearly what the project contains and what are the packages installed in that project, the package.json will be giving all the data. So the package.json will come from npm init. So that's why we install the npm init. And coming to the npm init, we have two npm init and npm init minus 5. So be aware of that. npm init means we should give the version and all dependence details of the package we should give by our manually. But whereas in minus 5, it will take some default values. After that, we can edit. Okay. So most preferable is npm init minus 5 is the most preferable. After the in the middle of the project, we can change those values. Not just and create HTTP servers. These are mini project. All of you do. Express makes server development easier. This Express. Command means Express. Express makes the server development easier. So running of the server, Express is familiar and easier to that. Known common JS, ESM, and dynamic import package module used. To import the packages in the node package manager, we will use common JS. Most rarely we will use because the old version. Many of the compilers or the runtime environments we got with ESM, atmospheric module. So prefer to use this. So this is the next express.js, HTTP, MongoDB, full stack app. Our next part is covering this part. We will come with next part 3. Stay tuned for part 3. And then, and this is the last. And if you like this class, please like, share, and subscribe. We will meet in the part 3. Thank you.